beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be recreating the look that Nicki Minaj wore in the Trollz music video while giving you a little bit of tea on how I feel about the collaboration in general. Before we jump into the video, make sure to give this a like, a little comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so that you are notified when I post again, and let's get started. Okay guys, so as you can probably already tell, I have my eyebrows done and eyelids primed. I primed them with concealer and a little bit of translucent powder. So let's just jump into the look. Okay guys, so today we'll be starting out in the James Charles palette, and I will be using this dark green color right here on the outer part of the eye. And I'll be taking that green shade on this fluffy Real Techniques brush. Okay, so we are going to be placing that green color right on the outside of our eye and buffing inwards, going straight through the crease. And if you've seen my channel, you know that I have extremely hooded eyes. Okay, well, not extremely hooded eyes, but I have very hooded eyes, and I like to take my colors well above my crease and just create a new crease for myself so that you can see more of the shades that I put on. And we don't have to blow this too far out because we will be using really thick black eyeliner later on. So you can really just keep it on the outside and buff it more inside. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy around this song and around the people that are in the song. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tekashi 6ix9ine and Nicki both came out with this song called Trollz. It's really 6ix9ine's song and Nicki features on it, but as I say, it's really his song. It's really her song because she sings over half of it, thankfully, because the song would not do as well at all if she didn't come on it and sing more than half of the song. And I really don't like supporting Tekashi. I really don't. And I haven't liked it for a very long time. Like, I was even hesitant on even wanting to support this song at all, and I literally didn't listen to it. So it came out this past Friday, if you don't know, and I just refused to even give it a play. I said I'm not even gonna listen to it. I saw it like breaking records and doing well, and I was just like, I don't even want to support that because what he stands for, I don't really support. And I just don't like him, honestly, as a rapper, just in general. Before all the craziness even came out, I just didn't like him as a performer or as an artist. I just thought like he didn't, I don't know, he's just not my cup of tea. He's like screaming and it's not my vibe really at all. So I wasn't really for that. And then I've been having really mixed feelings on Nicki recently just because of all the controversy surrounding her man and her brother, and the fact that she just doesn't seem to care or want to step up and say something about their pedophile sex offender ways. It doesn't make me feel good to like continue to support her, honestly, anymore. Like, I don't know. It's like, in my opinion, Nicki Minaj will always be Nicki Minaj. She is so good at her craft. Like, you can't tell her nothing about her rapping skills, her writing skills, the way she can just flow on a beat with like no beat, a beat, doesn't matter. But at the same time, so many other artists can do the same thing. And so many other females are coming up and doing the same thing. And it's just like wrong to me to continue to support someone who not only does not stand up for things like sex offenders, like how that's wrong, or like pedophiles and how that's wrong. Like, she's just like, I support my man, I support my brother. And I'm like, okay, but that's weird. That's a weird flex. And it's also just like Nicki, regardless of how much she's a legend, she is so rude and so mean girl to most new artists coming in, to most new female artists coming into the rap game or coming into this industry. And it's really just not right when she could just be like, you know, like she could just sit up there as Miss Nicki Minaj and mentor people or whatever she has to do. And it's just like she looks and creates problems, period. So once you have that green color kind of mapped out, like in a cat eye form, I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of blend around the edges just to make sure that everything is blended seamlessly. Now in the video, I did look up close at her makeup and it looked like the outer edges were very dark. So since this green isn't as dark, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of black on that same fluffy brush and just kind of put it on the outsides just to darken up the outsides a little bit more. But yeah, to kind of like wrap up what I'm kind of saying about this whole thing is that like I didn't want to watch it because I don't like 6ix9ine and Nicki has been just making me disappointed for what she believes in, what she stands up for recently, and I just haven't been on the Nicki train. But I did eventually end up listening to it, and it wasn't really on my own accord, but you know, I got forced into listening to it by like my best friend. I literally just realized that I was on this side of the camera for that entire part of the video. I am sorry, y'all. That was not intentional. I just didn't even realize that my camera was like facing that way. That way. I don't know my directions. Let's move on. Going back into the James Charles palette, I'm going to be taking this light green shade right here and putting it on the inner portion of our eye. And I'm going to be taking this green shade on this packed brush. So as I said, I did watch the Trollz music video and I also listened to the song because my best friend made me. I literally got to his house and he's like, "You haven't heard it?" And I was like, "No." And at first I thought he was talking about like the movie Trollz. And then I was like, "Oh no, that garbage. No, I didn't listen to it." And he's like, "You have to. Like, what do you mean? How could you come here and not listen to it?" And I was just like, it's so hard for me to even like want to support, especially Tekashi, but also Nicki, like, you know what I mean? And he's like, no, you have to listen to it. So I listened to it and it's a bop. It's a bop. Like the whole thing, I like hate that I love it, but I love it. It's so good. Like not Tekashi's part, I could do so without his part, but Nicki's part is like, it's such a bop. I don't even want to support it and I just love it. And it's just not fair to the common man that doesn't actually want to support that nonsense. And yet here I am supporting all the nonsense. I think Nicki's verse in that song is like perfect. I think even Tekashi's little singing parts are really good. Like they're genuinely just really good songs. Like I have no beef with the entire thing. I'm just blending around the edges now. Back in with the brush that had the black on it and the green. I'm just going around the edges. Okay guys, so the main part of this look is really just how thick and big her eyeliner is. This is actually a pretty basic look. It was really just green on green with eyeliner. Easy. So I'm going to be outlining the wing with this Wet n Wild Pro Line felt tip liner. I keep meaning to go back and grab the NYX one, but I haven't. So this is what I'll be outlining in. And then I will be filling it in with, this is just a liquid liner by NYC. And both are obviously in black. And you just want to make this line as big as you can. Without going obviously overboard, but really thick liner is what she had on. Now just going back in with that NYC liner and just filling in the gaps. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my face makeup off camera just because there is nothing really new there, and I will come back before I do like contour, bronzer, and all that good stuff. So be right back. Okay guys, so jumping back into the look, we are going back into the James Charles palette, and I will be taking this color right here and maybe a mixture of this one right here to go under the eyes with. And to do that, I will be taking this brush right here, which is just a like a pointed smudger brush. Nikki's look for this video was very minimalistic, guys. Like, and when I say minimalistic, like obviously I have a whole green eye on right now, but you can tell that really the focus was her clothes or lack thereof. Because she really doesn't have a lot of makeup on. Like the one look in here, she has basically like nothing on her eye except like a good lash and a good wing. And then in this one, she doesn't have anything on the under eye. She didn't like round it out or anything. It's really just the focus is the top of the eye, period. And back into like the video and her rap and everything, like Nikki absolutely killed her rap. She made a reference and dissed Usher because there was like a whole Usher controversy where he was saying something about her, but he also like had an STD or something. And she said, usher him to a clinic. Period. like what, Nikki? Like, I don't know. Nikki's unmatched. Unmatched. I knew her rap in the song was gonna be amazing. I just didn't want to listen to it because I didn't support it. But I mean, I can't get it out of my head. She absolutely killed it. And then when you think the song is over, she comes back and says one more thing. Like, it's just genius. But I really do like how minimal she kept this look. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of looked like she could have done it herself, honestly. Like, she probably didn't, but she probably could have. Even her face makeup, like, it barely looks like she has anything on but like a little bit of blush, some bronzer, and a highlight on her nose. That's literally it. Like, I can't really tell a lot of, there's not like a ton of blush on her or anything like that. So I'm like, good for Nikki. Next, I will be taking the Salon Perfect pre-permed push-up lashes, and this one is in the style, I guess, tight curl or dramatic lift. While that dries, I'm gonna go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, and this one is in the shade Mahogany. Like I said before, Nikki didn't really seem to have like a lot on her face as far as like face makeup. Really, the eyes seemed to be the focus of the look, and the rest were just kind of there. So I'm gonna go into this a little bit heavily, but you know, she really didn't have a whole lot going on. For blush, I'm gonna go into this Morphe 8W palette. And I will be grabbing this color right here called Unapologetic. It's just a light brown blush, really, so it really won't give me any color, but it'll add a little bit more definition. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes off camera, and then when we come back, we will do highlight and lips, and it'll be done. Okay, y'all, so lashes are on. Let's go ahead and highlight the face. So I'm just gonna lightly go in. And just put a little bit of highlight on the apples of my cheeks, or the high points of my cheeks. And I did notice that she had a pretty decent nose highlight, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this straight down my nose. Okay guys, so for inner corner highlight, I will be going into the Artistry palette, which is the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. And I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is like a shimmery silver shade. And this shade is called Welcome, if I didn't say that already. Okay, y'all, so I just about finished the look when I went back to look at her picture to make sure that it looked perfect, and I realized that I didn't put sparkle on top of my eye, and she definitely has some on where like the lighter green part is. So I'm gonna go back and do that right now. I'm gonna go back into the Artistry palette and grab this color right here, which is called Glam Rapids, and it's basically like a green reflective shimmer color. And I'm literally just putting it right over top of the lighter green color from before. For lips, I have already outlined my lips in this Urban Decay Slide On Glide On pencil. This one is in Urban Cafe. And then I'm going to take this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I've used this before. This one is in the color Cane. And then on top of that, I'm just going to put a little bit of gloss. So this one is by e.l.f. I've never used it before, so let's see how it is. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's not that bad. I really wish that I had the red wig that she was wearing in that video to really give you guys the full fantasy, because these eyes are so pretty. Whoever did Nikki's makeup knew exactly what they were doing. And I really, really like that the underneath doesn't really have anything. It's just like a neutral brown color, because I think it really makes the focus go towards the eye, and the top of the eye is so pretty. It didn't need something underneath it. So I'm actually very happy with this look. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Be sure to give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, beauties.